So what could the rest of Colorado's wildfire season look like? I'm recording this on Sunday, July the 13th, and we've already got several active fires, specifically the South Rim Fire, the Sow Belly Fire out across the western slope of Colorado. Both of those fires started up last week, which is prompting a lot of you to ask me what I might think about the rest of wildfire season. So, broad picture, and I've talked about this at length for the last month. What's going on is that in eastern Colorado, Denver area, even the foothills, we've had a lot of precipitation going back to April. So we're in generally okay shape when you talk about some of the key things we look for: overall drought conditions, soil moisture conditions. We're generally in pretty okay shape as you head east of the Continental Divide. It is a totally different situation west of the Continental Divide. Again, some of those metrics I was just talking about, soil moisture, drought conditions, and overall just a lack of a true monsoons for us. That's really been troubling for us. And what it led to last week is what prompted a lot of these fires to start, including the one near Buena Vista, is you had what is termed dry lightning. You get more wind and lightning than anything else. You get a thunderstorm, it just lacks moisture at the surface, so all you get is a lot of wind and a lot of lightning, and that's what sparked those fires around Black Canyon and the Gunnison. And I suspect that as we head over the next 2 to 3 weeks, unfortunately, the general signal, both in terms of the long-term computer forecast data, as well as just overall atmospheric conditions, it's not great for the next 2 to 3 weeks. However, I'll leave you with a little bit of optimism. I talked about a few weeks ago that the overall broad picture look to the monsoon season is a bit favorable, being in an ENSO neutral state that can generally bring a decent monsoon season, generally, very, very generally. So take this with a grain of salt. However, we see that reflected in some of the computer forecast model data that goes out about a month or so into August, which is really the kind of heart of monsoon season. Model data is still both the GFS, the Euro AI model. All those are indicating at least an optimistic look to things once we start going about, again, 32, 45 days out in terms of what the overall precip picture might look like. So I'll leave you with a little optimism, cautiously optimistic that next month things turn. We start to get some real surges of monsoon moisture, which would hopefully help out the fire picture. But I would say over the next 2 to 3 weeks for me, that's going to be my prime concern for fire season west of the Continental Divide, and specifically in the San Juans on north into the western slope.